Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. After that long break, we've got our second set of semifinals, our last best of 3 of the day. Virtus.Pro versus the Ninjas in Pajamas. Again, single elim. Winner moving on to Phase 2 to fight the big boys, and the loser, well, gonna have an early exodus from this tournament. I'm Zyori. This go-round, I'll be joined by a new face. We've got the discount Matt Damon, RyuUboruZ, a.k.a. Alan. What's going on, man?
Yeah, man. I've just been... You know, in Euroland, been doing nothing over here. I just went to Disney the other day, so I've been venturing out, and now I'm ready to come back to Dota. Come grace you guys with some good casting, maybe. Maybe,
just maybe. Only a chance that we get good casting today. No, but it should be exciting. This is a big series. You picked a good one to join me for, my friend. Wow, these picks going by super quick. These teams know what they want, and they're not going to have to delve into that reserve time quite yet. So let's get right into it. Virtus.Pro, Troll Warlord, Earthshaker, their opener. The Ninjas in Pajamas. They get the Venge nice and early, no surprise there, but the Drow Ranger. Interesting to see her picked up so early on, and well, there's a clockwork in response.
Yeah, this is really surprising, like you said, picking up Drow so early. Normally when you show this card really early, you can find ways to counter her really easily, like this Clockwork pickup, Storm pickups here and there. Obviously, they banned out the Storm because they were worried themselves, but I mean, now that you have this initiation factor with the Clockwork, I'm really happy to see it coming back in the lineup, as well as, you know, I've been seeing the Chins being banned out here and there. We saw for a little bit of time that Chin and Enchantress weren't getting picked at all, and then all of a sudden Puppy started picking it at, you know, DAC, and they just kept winning and winning. So it was really nice to see, but yeah, it was pretty obvious to see the Visage coming up here. And
yep, Drow Visage, the classic combo, split pushing all over the place. Pretty hard to deal with just in general. Never a fun strategy to play against. And you got Venge for that extra aura, so if they group up as 5, yeah, you got some big damage coming. But here Virtus.Pro come in with a sniper, a carry of their own with the long range. And we'll see how NiP strike back. They'll need a couple of cores. They're mid and they're off lane. We'll see what they want to grab.
The mid hero that we've been seeing, I would say Lina is still really good. It gives you a lot of setups, and we've seen the Yules. We even saw the other day, I think it was a Shadowblade picked on W33, and it worked effectively, even though they lost the game. But still, it's a really good hero to counteract maybe the BKBs that we picked up from Troll Warlord or Sniper, because right now, Drow is definitely not going to be enough to go head-to-head with Troll, let alone probably a Sniper too in the background. So they kind of like they're in the predicament here, Zyori, right now, where they need to find a way to get on the Sniper. They need Initiate hero too.
Yeah, they banned out the Centaur. We saw Era play a Centaur yesterday, I believe, in their series to get here. But not going to be the option. They'll get an Initiator now in the Fairy Dragon. That'll probably be your limp hero headed to the mid lane. I don't think they play the off-lane puck very often, so this final pickup will probably be for Jonas. And honestly, I think Batrider could be an option for him here if it doesn't get banned out by Virtus.Pro.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if, like, even if NiP want to go aggressive too. But I doubt it, because Visage will need so many levels. But we've seen puck go in the off-lane too. I'm not exactly sure who wins middle lane between like Sniper and Puck. I feel like Puck's gonna have a really tough time in that matchup, because Sniper can clear out the waves with the shrapnel a lot faster, and well, we'll see what happens if he goes mid or not. But VP, they need probably a support last one. They can play maybe a little bit greedy, but they already have the Earthshaker, so I don't know if they want to pick up Enigma, but Rubik couldn't steal that much, but it could be an option here.
Yeah, they could look at like a nice turtle hero like Ancient Apparition to go with the Earthshaker. You have some presence in lane and a way to fend off this push from the Drow Visage. They don't really have a great way to deal with the familiars. You know, someone like Axe who can get that counter helix, get the dunks going. Yeah, the coconuts. There you go. That could work.
Bad boys out.
Yeah, I like it.
I would like it. Jinx, you owe me something now.
Something. We'll see. A lot of options for Virtus.Pro Polar. Other supports. Skywrath Mage still in the pool. Who else can close gaps here against the Drow Ranger? I don't know that they'll have a good support that can do so.
The only thing I'm thinking of is Venge that's popping to my mind, and it's already on the enemy team.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing.
And yeah. It's basically it's
Rubik, Skywrath, or AA. Those are the top 3 that I think they'll go for.
They could throw us a curveball. What's a curveball hero? Oh, Winter Weaver, and even though it's not in. That would be...
Support PL, that would be a pretty big curveball.
Techies.
Yeah, there you go. Other supports we haven't seen so much. I feel like it has to be arranged almost because they have that Earthshaker. It has to be
arranged. Yeah.
So
Bane could be good, but it's not really good for the D push, which I think they need another AoE kind of hero.
Yeah, that's where the AA is at least a little bit appealing. Having some sustain from the Witch Doctor would be pretty nice. Having that Death Ward just to synergize with all their team fight madness. Okay, they take the Lion. How did we forget about the Lion? Nice Blink Hex Initiator, Finger of Death. He's got everything you need. Come on. And they're sticking to their red lineup. We got red versus blue here. Let's see if NiP can keep it together with this final pick.
Yeah, the last blue hero, Night Stalker. Go, go, go. Right? Actually, Razor could work. Morphling.
Oh, I haven't seen a Razor pick in a while.
Oh, I forgot blue. I guess Ricky. Ricky could be okay.
Ricky. Yeah, I feel like Night Stalker could actually be okay here. Get a nice frontliner, give you some tempo controlling during night, and they ruined the blue versus red. They get the Wind Ranger, so Limp will take it mid, and they will switch things up a little bit here with Jonas grabbing the puck. So that means it will be an off-lane Fairy Dragon. And what happened to my Dota? There it is. Okay, phew. My Dota went black for a second, but it came back. So... what do you think about the offlane Puck? I'm really curious because I remember at the last Starlighter LAN Finals, Puck was like 1-9 or something. The only victory was TC playing a safe lane Puck when his team went aggro try. All of the other games, I think, were off lane, got completely smashed. We saw Puck fall off a little bit. Thoughts about how to lane this hero?
I'm not really a fan of Puck anymore for the offlane, just because you can't go into the jungle, and it's an okay ganker for mid. You get one orb off and maybe 2 or 3 right clicks. It's decent, but yeah, rotating is really hard until you get 6, and it just feels like this kind of like hero is just really hard to catch back up. Like he's saying, if you get a really bad start in the early game, it's really hard to come back.
Yeah, we've seen the successful offlaners. Tidehunter hasn't been as successful recently, but someone like Axe or Batrider who can easily retreat to the jungle and get his farm going on when the lane backfires. Puck, well, I guess you can cliff jungle. That's kind of something, but not ideal.
Oh, you're right. You're right. I think is it Puck offlane? No, Puck safe. Okay, so Puck starting off with the Null Talisman. I don't know if I've seen this in the offlane, but
maybe they'll do a switcheroo here. Jonas is their offlane player most typically.
They could do dual lanes, maybe.
Yeah,
that's what they're kind of thinking.
That's true.
I mean, Earthshaker, if he doesn't get a block off, he's kind of I mean, he still has a really good stun, but if he doesn't get blocks, you can't get killed most of the time unless the Lion's level 2, and and they're right on top of you. But I mean, with Troll top. Yeah, it's going to be really hard. I don't think they can even contest the tri-lane or anything, or even doing this. So whoever's going to be in the offlane is going to get sacrificed.
Yeah, we'll see how NiP do it. They do tend to rotate around their roles a bit more than your average team. This time it looks like Era will be safe lane on the Drill Ranger, but if they pick Shadow Fiend, usually it'll be Era that takes it mid. Sometimes Jonas will play the support role, so... They're pretty flexible. Limp will take the Wind Ranger probably mid, Seal Kid on the Venge, and that leaves us with Handskin on the Visage. There will be a little skirmish for this top bounty rune, though. G on the Sniper gets stunned up first. There's your Fissure to kind of break the fight in half. Earth Spike connects on 2. Beautifully done. First Blood may still come out for NiP, and it does. Limp gets it with the power shot. G on the run. Yol's already gone down. The Sniper will barely survive, but still crippled. Went for this greedy build, chews through one shared tango, and now won't have much for the laning phase. Whoa, Era almost got taken out by Sadoy also. Takes a full battery assault, forced to chew through his healing salve. Blood has already been shed. 1 bounty rune apiece, but it is NiP that gets off to the good start with the First Blood, and the First Blood does go to the mid-hero. Very nice.
Yeah, and it was really well played. Lion did a nice stun there, and I mean, it just so happened that, well, he had to sacrifice himself for the Sniper, so he didn't get killed. But these dual lanes coming out now with that, with the kill, it's going to be helping out in the offlane here. So
yeah. So Seal Kid, yeah, he's got boots first. We'll stay up top to give Jonas some space. It'll be BZZ on the Troll safe lane. He'll be joined by Yol on the line, the victim of the First Blood. Jotum takes the Earthshaker. G mid on the Sniper, as we've seen, and then Sadoy on the off lane Clockwork. Very predictable lanes from Virtus.Pro. We'll see the Earthshaker hang around in the mid.
Lane, though. He's blocked up. No, he's not. He's fine. I thought he was going to get the block off, and then 1 or 2 shrapnels might have helped.
Yeah, it's close.
Secure the kill.
Well, G ferries out a salve, and he's recovered pretty well. CS kind of low in general in the mid lane so far, but at least he didn't have to walk back to the well at first strike.
Yeah, it's really nice playing Windrunner against a sniper where you can just, especially with you have when this precision order is coming in, but yeah, I expect him to be doing a little bit better, but the threat of Jotum being near, it's kind of like, if I get blocked off, I have a potential to die or something. Yeah,
Earthshaker's one of those few supports that can really give the Wind Ranger a run for her money because, well, Wind Run doesn't really do a hell of a lot if you don't have anywhere to run to. I guess it buys you a few seconds, but that's about it. Seems like the presence of Seal Kid in the top lane has been a success for NiP. Puck at least 5-1 in CS, Troll 7-0, so they're relatively even, sacrificing a little bit of that Fairy Dragon experience, but is getting farmed. Handskin now isolated in the jungle. Cogs and Battery Assault doing a lot of work. I think he's dead for sure. There's a Rocket Flare if need be, and it's not even needed. Sadoy gets a solo kill in the off lane. Wow.
Yeah, and it's only level 1 Battery Assault too. You'd have to think that Visage had to be really low for that to happen.
Yeah.
So he was pulling through. So yeah, mid lane though, Limp is gonna be slowed down. It's gonna be 1-on-1. Oh, Limp.
Wind Run already been used. Another shrapnel.
One more hit.
Oh, the fissure blocking him in. That
rocket. But no, he had the bottle charges.
All right, Limp will
top lane
survive.
though, UU. And he hexed up on Seal Kid. Now he's going to be going down.
Seal Kid's maybe dead here. BCZ will try to pursue, fogging around the tree. Seal Kid eats through the tree line. He could still live, but the Whirling Axes get him. Now Jonas in some trouble. He'll orb across, but he can't jaunt fast enough. BZZ punches him in the face. Whoa, a 2-for-1. BZZ making it happen. God.
The sniper going down and Windrunner keep trading each other kills.
Holy crap, this game erupting here. So mid, let's see, who dies first? The sniper goes down first, and then the Earthshaker gets the kill on Limp. So still,
it's definitely a win for Windrunner.
Yeah, not bad for her. The sniper,
as long as you get the
yeah, not so great for him.
No, let me rephrase that. That was really good for VP because Earthshaker, he's like level 1. I think he probably got level 3 from that. So Jotum, because he finally patiently got a kill, he was able to, because he's been just camping this top rune and stuff. Oh, top lane though. BZZ,
whoa!
No.
Those melee axes are so good in lane. He's going a 1-3-1 build. And these two heroes are just so squishy. He can just run in, throw out the axes, and he knows outside of Puck's magic damage, there's not a hell of a lot they can do to really push him back when he comes flying in like that.
Yes.
Oh, Jotum. They almost have a stun from Seal Kid, and
there we go.
Our shot's on cooldown.
There is a shackle here up in 1 second. Wind Ranger gets it. Nicely done. And now UU. That is Yol, by the way, on the Demon Witch. Tagged up all silly, making our lives more difficult, but good kill for the Radiant, and Wind Ranger looking pretty good. Now 3-1-0 at the 5-minute mark, and these teams came to fight today.
Yeah, it's definitely a bloodbath, and I mean, even more action. Vengeance in the mid lane. More rotations are coming. Bottom lane, no. Just harassment. I mean, these dual lanes, this is what happens when you just dual lane all around the map. There will be kills happening.
Yeah, much more action-packed for sure. So, who's making out big? It's definitely Era, the last hit leader, 26-10 in terms of CS, versus the 20-8 Troll, who's the leader for the Dire. Up top, Yol goes in onto Jonas. The Troll coming in, misses the ranged axes, and Puck will be able to live. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane now, Hanskin in some trouble, caught inside of the cogs again, but this time Era might be able to get a recovery kill. Only 2 points in the Frost Arrows, but will go toe-to-toe with Sadoy, and he will win the duel. 1-for-1 trade down bottom, but it's Era that makes out like a bandit.
Yeah, it was a good trade. I mean, if you can get 1 kill just for something, but giving the kill and the solo experience, oh, mid lane, Earthshaker might be in trouble here.
Yep. Magic Missile, Power Shot flies through. There's a level 2 Shackle, doesn't latch, but locks him in place long enough for the Seal Kid, the AK Racer, to pick himself up a kill. That's going to be 6-5 now. Who's actually getting the better of these exchanges? Looks like it is NiP. They've got about 1,000 net worth lead, 500 experience in their favor, ahead by only 1 kill.
Yeah, let's look at the, did we say the experience? Yeah, the experience is going a little bit in their favor too. I mean, well, the thing is, once Sadoy gets 6, that's their playmaker, the Clockwork, and he's already 5 in this off lane, so that's what they want. Let's look at Puck, he's 5 as well, and I mean, his fast blink bagger is going to be their playmaker, so both offlaners having a really good time this game.
Yeah. Should bode well for both sides. Mid still pretty even in terms of farm. Limp as well as the sniper here played by G. Constantly having supports rotate into the lane, and it's been a break even for the most part. In terms of CS, of course, Wind Ranger has picked up a few more kills. G is 0, 1, and 1, so I think a little bit lower on the net worth. Yeah, Wind Ranger looking pretty good. Now, what build does Era go for here this game? He's got a couple of Wraith Bands, Power Treads, going for that early Agi gain. I bet a Sanjin Yasha will be in his future.
I think it's might be a Mask of Madness and just let the Visage farm in this lane. He's just gonna try to rotate top.
Jonas. Oh, BZZ almost gets it, and he does. A close call, but now Seal Kid isolated here. No mana for another stun. They won't man up on him, but that'll tie it up once more. So you're thinking Mask of Madness kind of game?
Or just at least like the masks, just so he can rotate. He needs to rotate to let the Visage get 6. That's for sure. And well, the problem is though that Visage is going to be constantly harassed by Sidoi now that he's level 6 and he's got the Clockwork hook up. So it's kind of scary to be in his shoes, but it's something that he has to do. Yeah,
Sidoi's trying to line it up. He does get pinged out though. I think they have a general idea of what he's up to. Totaled in the tree line, thinking about the hook shot onto Wit. There it is. He finds Era. He's got the vision. Hook shot over. Battery assault's on. He has a bottle and a stick charge. He might still be able to do this. Visage doing some good damage. Now Puck rotates down. Can they get the turnaround? Well, they get the kill on Sidoi, but he still finds the solo kill on Wind Ranger. It was all worth it.
Yeah, the drow went down, and if the battery assault went on Puck instead, for that one last tick, he wouldn't have got the kill. But it did, so he ended up getting the kill, and, well, drow, I mean, not getting Gus when you're against Clockwork, yeah, I don't know. But he didn't have mana for Cogs there, so he was kind of lucky, though.
Yeah, he did have a bottle, didn't try to sip it, but even forcing a TP down from the Puck and also getting all that solo XP for the first kill. Clockwork is now level 7. And 3, 2, and 0 Sidoi been very active. Normally you see a Clockwork just sort of play passive, hide in the lane, leech until level 6, and this has been the complete opposite. He's been finding solo kills left and right.
Yep, he had a really good ward down, keeping eyes all over Hanskin, and well, he was just able to play freely as he wanted to into the enemy jungle.
Smoke rotation from Virtus.Pro. Jotum and Yol, the support duo, ready to move around. Level 4 on the Lion. Picked up an early point in the mana drain. And Jotum sitting at level 3 right now. Trying to figure out where they want to go, who they want to gank. Looks like the Visage may be the target they have set in their sights. Clockwork with a hook shot available. Thinking about lining it up. There's the rocket flare for the vision. Handskin in a good position here, staying behind the creep wave, but now in comes the Lion. Fissure from long range. There's your Earth Spike. They won't even need a hook shot here.
Too, though, after he's dead, BZZ, he's got shackled, and he's going to be going down here. Yes.
Yeah. So 1 for 1 across the lanes. Limp gets the kill on the Troll to end the spree, and they pick off the Visage down bottom. Visage is only a support, but any time that you're delaying him from that level 6 is great news if you're on the side of Virtus.Pro.
You cannot let the Visage free farm, and they're rotating into the jungle now that Sidoi still didn't use his hookshot, trying to find Era farming in the jungle, but I mean, they need to be doing this too. So I would like to see them put some more aggressive wards up, but they don't have them right now.
Yeah, they could get sandwiched here. Limp on his way in, does have a shackle shot, close range hook shot, power cogs, battery assault comes out right onto Limp. He'll throw a shackle, and it will latch, but yeah, nowhere for him to go. Jotum locks it in place. They will punish Sidoi by at least making it a 1 for 1. Puck will be able to secure the kill with his orb. And again, 1 for 1 trade, core for core, fairly even as we are tied up 9-9.
Yeah, I can't even keep up right now. My brain is like in overdrive right now. It's just stuff is happening everywhere. I can't even get time to think like what is going on. So yeah, I'm just gonna pull up the levels here. What is what is going on here?
When in doubt, see who is the most underleveled. The Vengeful Spirit takes the cake for lowest level in the game at 4, but Troll is level 9. He's spent a lot of time in this top lane. Phase Boots, Helm of the Dominator, Aquila. BZZ's farm is good. Dream Coil.
And the shackle.
Oh, this is definitely a dead Troll. They're going to have a little dance party on top of his corpse as he gets turned into a blood puddle. Nice rotation. Good use of the Dream Coil. And leveling things out once more. Only about 150 net worth up on the Dro Ranger. Era should have some catch-up time here in the bottom lane.
Yeah, this is really good now. Ranger's got some levels from that. Almost level 6. That's going to be helping him There is Puck with a haste rune here, and the focus fires now onto the tower with the Visage Familiars all the ways up here. I think he flew them all the ways up there.
I think he did.
That was a very long trick.
Well, they are rewarded with a tier 1 tower kill. No defense comes from Virtus.Pro. They don't even... Oh, they do try to glyph it. Okay. So, a little gold gain for NiP. Starting to assert their dominance around the map now that Visage is finally online. Maybe thinking about a medallion with that Sage's Mask so they can open up some Roche possibilities. Yeah, certainly in the back burner here for NiP. Jonas.
Yeah, we're going to be...
Oh, how's that Blink Dagger progression? 1,200 gold. He's getting there, but not there yet.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that Limp's gonna be going for the Maelstrom middle. He's almost got, he's gonna have it in about 800 gold. This is gonna be helping out, dish out enough damage. Oh, somebody got blocked.
Yeah, that's Jonas. Nice silence to stop Jotun from blocking him out straight away, but the Hex will lock him in place. Can't jaunt to the orb, and that'll be the end of the Puck's killing spree, going to the sniper. Wow, that was an awkward rotation. He had a haste rune and tried to walk through the mid lane, and much to his surprise, there was an Earthshaker there, ready and waiting to end his killing spree.
Yeah, if he had just orbed down or somewhere else and just immediately did it, instead he waited 2 seconds and then the Lion was able to hex him really easily. So he would have needed to jaunt away almost immediately, and Limp, I'd be in trouble here. No. Zyori unfortunately goes back before
he gets the
got
intel.
to see him.
Yeah. But like you mentioned, Limp is going for the Maelstrom after phase boots. This is kind of like the mid-Wind Ranger build. Very strong. The damage output pretty ridiculous. You don't really think of her as a hard carry type hero, but if she gets the farm, that focus fire really hurts, especially with the Dro and Venge Aura on top of it. It gets dirty. Now in the bottom lane, Zyori and Era, yeah, they'll go blow for blow. This time Gust will help out Era, pushes him back, but Jotum in deep. A Dream Coil used, Soul Assumption brings him down. I guess miscommunication there from the team. The rest of EP was back around the tower, and he was just up by his lonesome.
Yeah, there was just, once that Gust went on, there was no damage being applied to the Drow, and they just immediately knew they had to back out. So it was a nice disengage for them, not losing more than they could have, and a Dream Coil was expended there. So, and Troll was split pushing. So
yeah, Troll gets that tier 1 tower up top. It levels the tower count out for now. It looks like NiP will hang around and really try to pressure this tower, capitalize on their auras. Does Venge even have a point in aura yet? She does. Picks up an early value point in the Vengeful aura. So here we go. Tier 1 tower down bottom, under assault. Glyph comes out nice and early. Sniper in the tree. Oh no, that's Zyori in the tree line. Sniper just behind the tower, laying down the shrapnels. And NiP will be repelled. They have to TP back and pressure BZZ. Oh, the Shackle connects. 3 TPs coming in. Focus fire. Seal Kid's there with a stun. They'll stagger him, and they punish the Troll for his split-pushing madness. Easy kill there.
Yeah, but they're going to lose bottom tower no matter what because of that. They rotated 4, and it was a nice kill, but rotating all those people, it kind of like a double-edged sword there. So now they're going to try to trade middle, though.
All right.
But Drow, like you said, he did go for the Yasha, which it's really good and makes it so that obviously you can split push faster, walk around faster, and you don't really need the Mask of Madness. But I thought he might just go into the jungle. Instead, he did go into the jungle and just, like, you know, walked back and just kept creep pulling it and killing it. I saw that earlier.
Yeah. So the bottom tier 1 slowly but surely getting taken out here. NiP will use their free glyph. That's the Wind Ranger on her way down, maybe hoping for a deny. Won't get there in time. And G
that was really close.
Secures it. Yeah. Arrow in midair. Using the Visage Familiars to try and buy themselves some time. So, all right. Total tower count now 2-1 in favor of the Dire. Yol. Oh, he's level 7 now on the Lion, so Finger of Death online, ready to rock and roll. Dire's still farming pretty nicely. NiP with a very small edge. 2,000 experience, only about 500 gold. Both teams still farming rather evenly. Medallion up on Visage, so Roche is now a possibility for the Radiant side if they do take a good team fight.
Yeah, we're going to be seeing Era picking up a BKB, being scared of this Clockwork Initiation, being scared of maybe Earshaker with having a Blink Dagger. And speaking of Blink Daggers, Lion about to have...
oh, wow. He's
About
close.
to have it really close. If not in this creep wave, the next one.
Yeah, as they move into the tower. Only 300 gold away.
Shackle, though. It's going to hit. No! Oh, I thought he was going to do it on the creep.
Okay. Yol safe for now. Handskin trying to defend the push down bottom. G putting some pressure on this tier 2 tower. Initiation. Ooh.
Okay.
Alright, Jonas able to jaunt out. They do get the tier 1 tower mid, though. Era gets the last hit on that. That'll help out the Dro's farm a little bit. And there's your Blink Dagger on Puck. Better late than never. He did go Power Treads first, but 16 minutes. Still at an okay time to control some tempos here.
Yeah, it's going to be so hard to hit this sniper in the background when you have to go through an Earthshaker, Clockwork, and Lion. I'm really trying to figure out how NiP get in the back lines. Maybe the Visage drop down, maybe some good shackle shot positionings. I'm even thinking Limp might go for a Blink Dagger or some way just so they can have better initiation as well.
Yeah, that seems pretty likely. 5 hero smoke from NiP. They move towards the Roche pit. Double damage on the Troll. He's just smoked into the pit as well. Good game sense here from NiP. Hanskin walks in first, stunned by the Centaur. BZZ brings him down fast. Now Lip, hook shot, stuck inside of the cogs. Sadoy will just try to solo him down. Jonas jumps into the pit, finds the kill on BZZ, but it will cost him Limp. 2 for 1 to get things started. Jonas isolated in the pit. He will get stunned up to try and live. Yo, blast down the Venge with the finger. Now Jonas gets killed. It will be VP that takes this fight. Eric gets a pick onto the Lion, but now the cogs, the rest of the cavalry's here. Maybe the familiars. Can they find a kill on G? One of them dies. The second one will make it over the tree line. Nope, never mind. There's the shrapnel. 2 for 5. It's VP that come out way ahead.
Yeah, they still can do Roshan because Troll's dead, but they might immediately TP down there. They're thinking about it. No, they're just going to back off for right now. That was a really well-timed fight. Puck blinked in, got only a Dream Coil on Troll. He died, but because the Clockwork immediately hook shot on Limp, and he doesn't have a Force Staff or anything, and the swap didn't come out as well. So that's one of your cores down, and as well as the Puck going down to the Troll in the back lines. And
yeah, it seemed like NiP had absolutely... I can't tell if NiP were suspicious that VP were in the pit and wanted to contest, or if they just wanted to smoke and run into Roche and get it for themselves as kind of a sneaky play. They seem to be a little... It is. They seem to be a little surprised to see the Troll in the pit, the way they took that fight, where Jonas kind of went in one-on-one, and the rest of NiP stayed in the back lines, afraid to go to the low ground. It was kind of an awkward way to engage that fight.
Yeah, just like, oh shit, there's only a Troll in there. What do we do? And it's not like their whole team was grouped up, and then he had a double damage.
On top of that, yeah.
It's just like, oh snap. It was really good though that the Visage actually got the familiars off before he died, and that kind of helped him secure maybe 1 kill. But
yeah, well, Wind Ranger farming out the Ancients as the rest of NiP grouped up as 4 move into the tier 1 tower down bottom. VP moving into a position to defend this. They've got a glyph, and I don't think NiP will be able to get this tower, at least not without a bloody fight. They've still got the Troll in the top lane, split pushing, farming away, trying to put some pressure on this tier 2 tower. Troll, one of the better heroes in their lineup to do this, as he can still contribute from afar. Puck taking a lot of damage from G. Will orb away, but now doesn't have an orb. Has a phase shift available. G, does he find a kill here? He does! It's just an easy solo kill. Now Hanskin, hook shot from afar. Sadoy finds another. It's a 2 for 0 in the bottom. NiP seems like they're starting to fall apart a little bit.
Yeah, after that one fight there, it seems like they're just like, okay, we need to get something done on the map. Okay, we're going to try to get this done. And middle lane, it should be fine, but... yeah, they're just doing too much around the map, and Puck getting picked off there is just a testament there that they're kind of feeling the pain after that Roshan fight. Yeah.
Sniper now a Manticile to go with his Mask of Madness, Ring of Aquila. Troll walks right back into the Roche pit with 2 down. They feel pretty safe doing it. He's got a Yasha now. Ogre Club, either the beginnings of a BKB or an S&Y. Kind of hard to tell. Either could work here, but it is a pretty good BKB game. Roche will fall uncontested, and Aegis the Immortal will go to the Sniper. So there you go. VP furthering their lead, glancing at the net worth graph. It's about 3,000 in their favor. Experience, very comparable.
Yeah, I'm really worried now for NiP because once the BKBs do come out for Troll, he can just run in. They have nothing to really stop him. Maybe they can swap out, a hero that's getting gone on, but even then they can chase down anybody they want because they have the hook shot, they have the blink on Lion, they have the long range fissure, and they have the headshots with the shrapnel. It's just too much lockdown coming from VP right now.
Yeah, it feels like they just don't have a good way to get to the Sniper. You talked about it earlier with a Troll, Earthshaker, and Clockwork in the way, and then a Lion who can blink Hex in case G gets jumped on. There's just so much peeling here. Anytime the Sniper is initiated on, there's heroes right there ready to break up the fight and ensue some chaos. And now that Sniper's getting farmed and out-farming the Dro Ranger, it's going to be more and more difficult. It is not an SNY, though, for Era. Casual Yasha now moving into the BKB, only about 300 gold away.
I prefer that too, and now that Clockwork does have that 4-staff, he can almost chase down anybody. Oh, hook canceled.
Ooh.
He was thinking about Puck, but he couldn't kill Puck unless Lion was there. So.
Yeah. And Handskin probably working on an Aghanims with that Ogre Club. Usually the way to do it when you've got a Dro Visage combo, just get that next familiar out on the field as quickly as possible and commence the pushing. I don't know, if you're NiP at this point, you don't really have the late game advantage. What's the play here, Alan? Is it smoke rotations? Is it wait out the next Roche? How do you start regaining the momentum when you have more of a snowball-based lineup like this?
Well, there's either you go for the biggest home run hit and try to smoke gank the person who has the Aegis and kill him twice, or you wait out the top lane, though. Hook
shot. Whoa.
So painful.
That was, that's a dead Puck. Jonas, pretty damn squishy. He's got power treads and a null tally. That's about it for stats. I guess a couple on that magic wand of his, but yeah, he dies pretty quick.
It's just that NiP has the lineup where you're supposed to be 5-manning or down a lane and pushing this, and it may be split pushing a little bit here and there, but in VP, their lineup is really good at just pushing and the ability just to pick off, especially around the map, so I don't know how...
BZZ with a BKB now. This is scary. This troll is already at that point where he's been difficult to deal with. Now with a BKB, feels almost impossible. Tier 2 tower in the mid will take some damage. G pops the Mask of Madness, just clears out the creep wave. He's got his support squad nearby. They're trying to bait it out with the Aegis of the Immortal, hoping they'll initiate on him, and they can hop in to counter-initiate. NiP, too smart to take the bait. They'll just find farm of their own, and it looks like they're considering sacking this Tier 2 tower. It's falling ever so slowly, but Troll coming in, has a battle trance. They don't even need it, this tower. Short-lived here as the glyph does come out on the Radiant.
Yeah, they need an amazing shackle shot being set up from Limp here to come back into this. And on top of that, what is Puck going to be going for? He's got a Staff of Wizardry. He's going to be getting
probably a Yule's. Yeah. I would guess it's the Yule's just to give him a reset tool, but Dagon would be an interesting kind of all-in play.
He can blow up Lion. Yeah. He kind of needs it to blow up maybe Lion or Sniper, but Sniper's beyond the point of, even if he had the Mask of Madness on, he would get down to 300 HP, but he'd still live.
Sadoy hasted up in the Radiant jungle, gets hit by a Frost Arrow, but not a care in the world. We'll see how much they pursue, and, well, just an orb that won't be jaunted to, so that's the end of it. The rest of EP grouped up about the top. There's only 2 outer towers remaining for NiP, and they're looking to pressure these lanes as much as possible.
Poor Visage Familiars, they died, but one got resummoned, or one died and then they resummoned. So maybe the Visage getting an Ags could help out the physical damage once they come in. What's the timer on the Aegis? They might be thinking of fight here.
I think it's
minute?
Pretty low. Let's see, it's less than a minute. Yeah, about 45 seconds ish, maybe 50 seconds. G needs to be very careful how they take this next fight. NiP all grouped up around the side. They see G in the lane. They know it's bait. Hook shot. I heard it. And there we go. Whoa! The Clockwork just gets dropped. Now BZZ goes in onto Limp. BKB's on. Finger comes out. Limp goes down in a matter of seconds. Whirling Axe is on 2. Seal Kid taking huge right clicks from the Troll. Now Arrow will use his BKB. They'll try to turn on to BZZ. It's Jotum that gets left behind, but now G finds his way over. Aegis still in the inventory, but will expire soon. They've lost their Jotum. Now stunned by the Familiars. Is there any follow-up damage, though, to bring him down? Aegis could expire at any moment, but he dies with the Aegis still in tow. Coming back to life now. He'll get at least a kill on Handskin, if not more. Never mind, they turn it around. They were ready for it. Era's there with the Gust, a triple kill for Handskin. Puck looking to set it up onto Lion. The Familiars will chase him down. He smokes. It's revealed, and he is dead. Ultra kill for the Visage. There's your Aghanim Scepter completed.
Ooh, man. Okay, so Windrunner got immediately blown up, as well as the Clockwork in that team fight, because the Lion immediately hexed and then fingered the Windrunner. And then we saw what happened to the Clockwork at the beginning of the fight. I didn't even know he was there. Yeah. He just got annihilated. That was pretty funny. And then, yeah, they just basically took down the Sniper all alone with the Visage Familiars. They did a lot of work during that with the minus armor from the Medallion. They have a lot of physical damage. They really need some butterflies on VP side.
Some butterflies. Like. Butterflies plural at 25 minutes, yeah. You're right, though. The Familiars really did clean up that fight, and even though VP started off strong, just did not end the way they were hoping for. Bottom tier 1 tower, trying to get finished off by the Familiars. They'll go into stone form, and that opens up for Yol just to TP in and get a deny. Still, the access point is down. Will they get a Familiar pick on the way out? Nope. Okay, they just fly overhead.
If that was a max enchant totem, that would have been a kill. Come on, Jotum. You're not doing the carry Earthshaker, right?
Yeah, definitely not. But now the Blink Dagger is up on Troll. Even though VP took a bad fight there, you look at the graph and they still have some control in this game. Holding on to their golden experience lead. Looking at the net worth chart, Sniper and Troll still way out farming Era. We'll see what this Aghanim's does. Handskin now can get another Familiar onto the field. Always a big item pickup, but will it be enough to kind of tip the tides and give NiP control of this match?
Yeah, I think the answer is what BZZ just did. He's like, alright, I'm tired of not being able to get immediately on heroes. So what does he do? He picks up a Blink Dagger. And this is going to be perfect. As long as he doesn't get maybe shackled or anything, BZZ can be on anyone at any time. And that's what they really need. They need Jotum to have a Blink Dagger too.
Oh, Yol with a fast blink. He reveals the smoke, blinks out before they can initiate on him. And this will be a failed smoke gank from NiP as the rest of Virtus.Pro take the Q to head back to their side of the map. Clockwork trying to scout it out with the rocket flare best he can. And they might look for a fight here, Alan. I don't know. VP could probably do this. Jonas walks on in, sees the Familiars, will phase shift, but now Yol blinks forward. He gets shackled. Hookshot in onto Limp. Now BZZ blinks forward. Whirling Axe is flying through. Lion is the first one to go down this fight, but BZZ will go down second. Those Familiars just cutting through him. Now on the low side, Clockwork goes down. G, BKB on, but how much damage can he really do once they get up in his face? Looks like a lot. Era falls. The Visage has also gone down. Now he's just clearing out the Familiars, still getting stunned up, locked in the Dream Coil. But that's okay. It ends up being a 3-for-4 going the way of Virtus.Pro. The BKB on Sniper proving a bit too much for them to handle.
Yeah, they were able to kill the Troll immediately, but they couldn't find a way to get on the Sniper, and those Visage Familiars did another work and during that team fight with all the drop. But still, I just... Oh man, I thought NiP had it for a second after they blew up the Troll, but yeah, Sniper in the back, showing why he reigns supreme if you don't tape him out at the beginning of the team fight.
They're getting to that point now, 30 minutes in. This is when carries tend to start taking over the game, and when you have a Troll and a Sniper this farmed, you got to pick your poison. You can kill one, but the other's going to be there just beating on your team. And they need a way to kind of deal with both of them. Pelk now gets a Force Staff. I feel like if that was the beginnings of a Hex, could be a valuable tool to try and lock them down. I feel like that's the issue for NiP. They just don't have enough lockdown to keep all of the cores on VP at bay when those fights break out.
Yeah, no, they don't have enough, and they might have killed off the Lion immediately, disabling a lot of their Hex and killing him off, but they really need a Sheep Stick on Limp and a lot of... They need a lot more disables for this.
They need a lot of things, yeah, that's a good point. It is a BKB on Limp, so waiting for his next core item as he farms up. 24-21 as we approach that 30-minute mark. Your Blink Dagger coming out onto the Earthshaker a little later than they would have liked for sure, but Jotum now with some long-range initiation. Dunks will become a reality.
I'm curious to see, because Visage he needs 50 more seconds. At the beginning I was going to say, okay, he needs 100 seconds after that fight to resummon his birds. This is really hurting him for his next item, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see a Visage getting a Hex, and then, you know, what I haven't seen on a Visage that could be really good now that I think about is a Visage Refresher. Maybe get 3 birds off during a fight or something crazy.
That would be nuts.
That would be some AUI stuff level, getting 2 Hexes off, and I mean, at this point, he has to be the one of the carries for NiP to win this.
His farm is pretty good relative to the other supports. He's about even with the Clockwork on the side of VP. So farming well, but nothing amazing. We'll see Roche coming up here in less than a minute, probably about 30 seconds. VP will just camp it out. They want this Aegis. Seal Kid scouts it out, but at his own demise, instantly hexed, and will be an easy kill for the Dire. Sniper gets credit for that one, ensures him a killing spree. And looks like their patience will pay off here. Roche up in a matter of seconds. Jonas gets the tier 2 tower in the top lane, so at least putting pressure around the map while VP Roche. But I don't see any way that NiP can remotely contest this, and yeah, they're gonna have to hand over a free Aegis as Roche just melts with the power of the battle trance.
Yeah, maybe if they get a 4-man cool into silence, then they could maybe kill off the supports and immediately kill off the carries afterwards, but they weren't even close to there, so there's nothing else they could do. And Sniper now has the data list finished, and it's gonna be like 2 shots. Oh, top.
Yep.
Nice 4 staff.
Split push happening, but Jonas in a bit of a sticky situation here. He'll have the Blink Dagger when he comes up, blinks deeper into the trees, and there's your TP home.
No. Lion didn't have a tank.
And then mid, they set up a kill on the Wind Ranger. It looks like just a hook shot to lock her in place. Still no Force Staff, so pretty easy kill there. They did do about half damage to this tier 3 tower, even more than half damage, showing off the power of the Visage Dro combo. Even just in the time it takes VP to Roche, how quickly they can flash push down towers and make their presence known in the lanes.
Does Windrunner have buyback? Yeah.
Yes, she does.
She's going to need that for this push, especially with an Aegis coming up, but Jotum with this Blink Dagger, it could be the turning factor now for VP to win this team fight.
Yeah. And Sadoy closing in on an Aghanims of his own, about 1,400 gold away. They'll just start sieging the high ground here. G on the low, just doing so much damage. I mean, this is basically risk-free damage on the tier 3 tower. As he can sit so far back, they force out the glyph, and so far, this is a victorious push for VP. May end up just being a free tier 3. It looks like it will be. Handskin pushing the side lane, will TP back, picks up a Vladimir's offering. And
do you know that show called Dirty Jobs?
Oh yeah,
so
Mike Rowe.
That's what's happening right now. Sniper, he's got the dirty job right now.
Yeah, he's giving him the dirty. Look at this. Ranged barracks. 1 hit from death. Handskin. This Sniper is just ripping their team apart right now from the low ground. He's just sitting here laying in auto attacks, slow and steady. I feel like there's not much NiP can do about this. They force staff him to the high ground. That's a cute play. And then there's no follow-up. No Dream Coil. They're hoping to catch a few more. This is just beautiful positioning from Virtus.Pro. Putting the Sniper in the front lines with all this counter initiation ready. NiP know that it's a trap, but they just have no way to deal with it.
There we go.
Okay, now G on the run. Where's the follow-up? Fissure breaks it up. Blink in from BZZ. They bring down Visage and Venge straight away. Jonas now hexed up. A lot of damage to the finger. 3-0 to get it started. Now the buyback on Puck. They kill the Lion. That's a step in the right direction, but without a glyph, these barracks taking big heat. There's your Blink dunk. Down goes the Wind Ranger. Era stunned up. Buyback now from the Wind Ranger. They'll focus on the structures. Even an Alpha Wolf here for extra damage. Shackle on 2, but hookshot stops Limp dead in his tracks. It's a die back for the Wind Ranger. Now BKB on with Era. He wants to fight, wants to stand his ground on the side of this Dream Coil. He'll find 1 kill, but it's the Aegis. Sniper coming right back to life. Puck off to the side, will live. They get the barracks, and I think VP happy with this. They've got a lane of barracks, force 2 buybacks. They actually want more. They're going to stick around. They force Puck back to the well, and now the retreat happens. Wow, what a swing. That's 5,000 net worth for VP, including all the buybacks.
Yeah, that was really bad communication coming from NiP. I mean, they really don't have a way to really lock down once they immediately swap, but Binge immediately swapped, then nobody targeted Sniper at all. It was like, that was like, whoa, like a last second play, and they just like they don't have like an instant stun except for Binge stun, and she was already so far away. So he was immediately got away, and then yeah, they were just on the back foot, and then they had to run away, and then we saw what happened. Earthshaker immediately got dunked on, and
yeah, Venge gonna be in some trouble. Oh, mama! Yep, that
was a lot of damage.
Whirling axes. That's a double damage Sniper. That is really scary.
Was that 1,300? That was like a 1,300.
It was something like that. Yeah, he's got a full Daedalus. Are they just like pushing for the win here? There's still tier 2 towers standing. G just walks in the base. He's by himself right now. No backup, no Aegis, not even a TP scroll. Just walking into the base and says, hey, how do you like your tier 4 towers? Well, I'm going to soften them up a little bit. No, my team's not here. Okay, back to safety. Whew. Yeah. This guy's big.
NiP were really lucky there because they had the tier 2 still up. Else that would have been 2 lanes of racks, and they probably would just... This would be the final push down, but now they still need 2 lanes of racks. The biggest problem now is no buybacks on Ren Ranger. She still doesn't have an escape mechanism she doesn't have a Force Staff that's been constantly plaguing her this Sadoy, man.
Are there any really Force Staffs? Yeah, just the one on the Puck. So Jonas is the lone Force Staff carrier. I really don't think Puck is your ideal carrier for that item this go-around. We were thinking it might be a Yule's, but... I mean, I see why he wants the mobility. They need another one is kind of what it comes down to. Venge or Limp or both. I think should be prioritizing mobility. Just so the I mean, right now, if Sadoy catches you, there you go. We're going to see it. Era, he's stuck in place. There's the slam dunk. Sadoy will go down to the birds, but Era swapped out by Seal Kid, barely still alive. BZZ now with the BKB on. He's done messing around. Goes on to Seal Kid. They'll trade 1-for-1. Man's up on a Handskin. Lions there with a blink stun, but the familiars. BZZ on the run. The medallion's taking away all of his armor. Puck finds the kill with a Dream Coil to secure the last hit. A 2-for-2. A great fight for NiP. They'll get a good net worth trade out of it. About 1,500.
Yeah, really well played there from Vinge, else that would have been extremely bad for NiP. I don't know why Era didn't pop the BKB fast enough once he got hooked, so the dunk, I thought it was going to be enough from Earthshaker, but it wasn't. Yeah. Vinge came in, being the hero, and they get to fight to live another day.
Absolutely.
To fight another day.
34-24, though. It's still Virtus.Pro in control of this game. About 20,000 net worth, 15,000 experience. Getting close to that insurmountable lead as Sniper is now 10,000 net worth ahead of the leading farmer on NiP. You compare their inventories. You got Drill Ranger with a humble BKB Manta, beginnings of a Butterfly. Then you've got this Sniper with Butterfly, BKB Manta, and a Daedalus on top of it. Then your Mask of Madness for good measure. He is just absolutely massive.
All he needs now is an MKB and Windrunner dies in 3 hits.
Yep, pretty much.
You're not even safe from the Windrun. But this could be the opening that the NiP need, maybe, to get back in this game. They should find 2 here. They have BKB, though.
Whoa, nice BKB from G. Super fast fingers. Jonas not doing any damage. Era in a little bit of trouble here. He's very low, has a BKB on, but what's the escape plan now? G lays into him. A couple of evasions keep him alive. Now the Shackle. Visage Familiars doing some damage, but G, he's still alive. He's laying in the right clicks. He'll get stunned up by Familiars. Dodges the orb. Jonas, he goes in too deep. He gets dropped like a rock. It's a 3-for-0. They even clean up the Familiars. The godlike streak of G continues against all odds. I thought he was dead for sure, but hey, that evasion coming in handy.
From the Familiars, that was really well lucked, I would say.
Well RNG'd, sir.
But he could have got. I thought he could have soloed the team basically.
GG.
Yeah.
That's it.
He soloed the team. He decided to turn around. You saw him decide to turn around at the end of the fight. Like, oh, they can't do anything. I have BKB, and then he could have maybe killed 2 or 3, but he did a little too late.
Oh, boy.
Really well played from VP, though.
Yeah, what an exciting game 1, especially that first 10 minutes. We had like 20 kills in the first 9 minutes of gameplay. A complete bloodbath. It was a tug of war in the lanes, the 2-1-2 setup from NiP, but at the end of the day, Virtus.Pro just secured too much farm on their carries. G ends that game 14-2-9. What a game for that Sniper.
I just don't think the puck was the answer for the initiation that they needed. And the Windrunner, they needed a lockdown for the last pick since they were lacking stuns. And I just think VP just outdrafted them and then outplayed them this game. Even though we could have seen that maybe NiP, they could have got off to, you know, a better start with the Visage. They had a really good start, about even, but they didn't get enough towers. And then once that Roshan fight, that basically felt like it sealed the deal for me, because they got wiped and then the Roshan went over. So once you're on the back foot with their lineup for NiP, what can they do?
It's rough. So, all right, that was just game 1. Now NiP 1 loss away from elimination, and conversely, Virtus.Pro now 1 win away from securing a slot with the big boys in Phase 2 of the Summit 3 EU qualifiers. Stick around, folks. Plenty more Dota 2 action coming your way. I'm Zyori. That's RyuUboruZ joining me remotely, and we've got the Ghost of Shagbark here in the studio to keep us company. Stick around, because this series is just heating up.